Now we're live. We're live now.
Okay. Hey, it's Madison Chase, and this is It's Yes or No, your entertainment source or news option. And today we're talking about the crazy situation with the gorilla and the 3-year-old little boy and why we're even having this conversation. So I'm your girl, Madison Chase, and all the way in Wisconsin, I got my girl.
Hey guys, I'm Steph Z, and yes, Madison is very passionate about this. I am as well, and we're going to talk about what happened, what should have happened, what shouldn't have happened. We're going to talk about it all here live, and we want to know what you think as well, so leave us some comments, and also you can tweet us during this or anytime. My Twitter is at IAMSTEFZ. Madison, where can they tweet you?
You can tweet me at Madison Chase Fit, and my YouTube page, of course, is One Mad Chase, because we're going to be talking about some madness. So let's talk about it. So in Cincinnati, Ohio, a 3-year-old little boy slips free from his mom, slips into an enclosure with gorillas, and they were able to get 2 of the gorillas out of the enclosure, and one gorilla, Harambe, was actually dragging the little boy around. And obviously the zookeeper felt like that he was probably going to kill the little boy, even though I feel like he just thought the little boy was a toy. And if he was going to kill him, he obviously could have killed him. They ended up shooting him, and they did kill him instead of tranquilizing the animal, Harambe. I feel like they should have tranquilized him first. And one of the things that I read is that they said that they didn't know how quickly the tranquilizer would actually take effect. But if you don't know how quickly, at least try to tranquilize him first and then shoot him in the arm, shoot him in the leg, but don't shoot to kill him. And I understand too that the little boy, like, what if they would have shot the little boy instead of the gorilla? So now you have a situation. So also looking at when you go to an amusement park, like there's certain situations where you have to be so high to ride a ride. So why were there not precautions taken so that the little boy wouldn't fall through? And also, who is calling Child Protective Services? Because who is not keeping up with their 3-year-old child? Like, I feel like I'm definitely a yes. They should have tranquilized the animal first. And I'm definitely a no. They should not have killed Harambe. They should have tried to tranquilize him first. And then if that didn't work, then shoot him in the leg, shoot him in the arm, but don't kill him. And also, who is this mother? Like, I want to know who she is, because if you're in public and you spank your child inappropriately, or you argue with your child inappropriately.
No, you froze for a second. But no, I think that there's a lot of things that come up for me when we're talking about this situation. Number one, yes, who's the mother? Why is she not paying attention to her kid? Number 2, why is there a possibility for even a small child to fall through an enclosure at the zoo? Why is it not a better situation? This isn't the first time we've heard about someone getting into some cage at some zoo and getting hurt, or the animal needing to get shot. So that's why is the kid not being watched? Why is not enough better safety measures at the zoo? And then this one is the kicker to me. It's like, how are there not policies and procedures in place, that what happens if for some reason something like this crazy should happen? We tranquilize. We do step 1, 2, 3. Because if you don't know how this tranquilizer is going to work, why is that not tested? Why, you know what I'm saying? It's like a tranquilizer doesn't kill an animal. So if you tranquilize the animal when there's not a crazy situation, then you know if there is a crazy situation, what to do. Because you know what? I can't necessarily blame the person that took the shot. Because you know what? If you're in that panic situation, whether it's me or you, Madison, or anyone, like if you're in that panic situation and you don't have ingrained in your mind what you're supposed to be doing, and you see a little kid and you think maybe a little kid could die, I might react the same way. Like, that's a reaction out of panic. That's a reaction out of fear. That's a reaction out of impulse. That's not a reaction from an educated place where there's policies and procedures of things that happen. So I think there's a lot of things that should be solved. And again, because this isn't the first time something like this has happened, why are these things not solved already? I don't understand. I don't.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Steph. Like, I definitely think when it comes to precautions that we take when we go to public places, like, there should be certain things that you should feel safe in doing. And going to the zoo, like you said, why was he able to slip through? And again, why did they not test the tranquilizer gun? Like, you should know, like, the strength, and especially in California, you know, living here, we see bears that get out and go to people's homes and they're able to tranquilize the bear. And I get it, because had that been me in the cage, I'll probably be like, kill Harambe, kill Harambe. I get it. But being a grown person, but I'm more upset at the mother, because you could hear her in the background saying, mommy loves you, as if she thought they were going, the Harambe was going to kill her child versus tranquilize animal. So I get it. I'm not a mother, but I love kids dearly. And I could only imagine if that was my friend's 3-year-old little boy. But I know my friend who's the mother of her kids, there's no possible way, and she's got twins, there's no possible way that her kids would be in that, any of my friends, none of her kids would be in the ravine or with the enclosure with Harambe to even. So I think that's the thing that ticks me off, is that Child Protective Services should be called, because she is an unfit mother. And she definitely needs to be taught a lesson. Like, you cannot be that irresponsible. It makes no sense. So I'm definitely go ahead, Steph.
I'll say I'm totally with you that some type of Child Protective Services or something should be done to where she needs to prove that she is a fit mother and an aware mother. Like, how do you lose track of your kid to let them fall into something at a zoo? Like, it'd be different if, like, they're walking over the bridge at the zoo, the bridge broke, the kid fell through, something like that, like something crazy happened. I understand you can't have control over that. But if you let your kid wander off and they wind up in the tank with the gorillas, that's your parenting skills are not up to par.
Exactly. And it's a 3-year-old. Like, if you've ever been around toddlers, they move a lot, especially little boys. Like, I know that. And I have friends that have kids and they move, they're busy, but you're at a zoo, you're at a public place. It's like, you should know, like, your eyes, like you said, Steph, she was probably texting. She was probably on her phone. She definitely could not have been paying attention to lose track of your 3-year-old child. Like, that it's beyond me. And I definitely think she needs to suffer some consequences, like some severe consequences. Like, her child needs to be taken away from her, and they need to investigate, what are you doing week to week with your child? Where, like, are you trying to get a paycheck if something happens to your child? Like, what are you doing? Do you have an insurance policy on your child? Because that's what I heard when she said, mommy loves you. I heard, oh, if something happens to my baby, I'm going to get that paycheck. I'm going to get that insurance money. That's what I heard. I didn't hear the fear that something is about to happen to my child. So I'm more concerned about the child after the fact, because she's an unfit mother. So it's yes or no. And go ahead, Steph.
I just said I'm with you.
Yeah, it's yes or no. And I am definitely no on, they should not have shot Harambe. They should have tried to tranquilize him first. And I'm definitely a yes on call Child Protective Services, because I'm concerned for the safety of the little boy after the fact, after he got out of the enclosure with Harambe. So, Steph, any final thoughts on Harambe, the gorilla, and the 3-year-old little boy?
Well, I am a no, they should not have killed the gorilla. I am a yes, the mother needs help. I am a yes, the zoo needs policy and regulations. And I am a yes, they need to test the tranquilizers.
Yes, I totally agree with that. So thanks, Steph Z. And I'm your girl, Madison Chase. And we want to make sure that you are watching. This is going to be happening on a regular basis. We would love to hear your thoughts, because this definitely is not just about us. We want to know if you're a yes or a no. And you can find me on YouTube at One Mad Chase and Twitter on Madison Chase Fit. Steph?
You guys can find me at IAMSTEFZ on Twitter and Instagram, and my YouTube page is Steph Z TV.
Bam! We'll see you guys next time. Leave your questions and comments, concerns, and let us know if you are a yes or no with your entertainment source and news option.